Hello and welcome to the second episode of the Decoding DORA ICT Risk Management Requirements video blog. In this video, we're going to be focusing on step one of the ICT risk management workflow that's associated with DORA. Within this step, we must focus on identifying and classifying every ICT function and their interdependencies within your environment. This allows you to achieve a number of the articles that are defined within DORA and are also common in other operational resilience frameworks and regulations. It allows you to identify, classify and inventory the ICT functions and dependencies across the environment, which forms the basis of risk management within the technology stack. Once you've done that, you can identify and mitigate unmanaged and unknown systems. You can identify new systems that are communicating with your critical business functions. You can identify interconnections to third parties and how they relate back to your critical business functions. And it provides you with the basis and inventory to facilitate reducing access, for instance, by implementing network segmentation or a zero trust architecture. Additionally, that knowledge of your ICT functions and their interdependencies forms the basis of the next steps within the ICT risk management workflow and lifecycle. That information is used to allow you to map the components that form your business functions and their interdependencies. It will form the basis of the business impact analysis that you'll conduct against those business functions, and also the ongoing risk assessments that are required to ensure that your operational resilience continues to remain in a known state. In this video, we will demonstrate how taking a data-driven and automated approach, as we do with the vArmour Relationship Cloud, will allow you to quickly identify and mitigate unmanaged and unknown systems within your environment, which may well be the cause of additional risk, since they're not being effectively managed and probably don't have effective security controls deployed upon them. This is a requirement that's defined within DORA Articles 9.1 and 8.6. So, to begin the workflow to identify, triage and address unknown and unmanaged systems within my environment, I'm starting at the 30,000 foot view within the Decision Intelligence platform. So the way I approach this is I move across to the inventory space. I select the workloads that aren't known in or managed in the environment. And the way I do that is by selecting anything which doesn't have an app name, essentially has an app name of unknown, which means that no information has been pulled from the CMDB or any of the other inventory environments. And once I've selected systems with an app name of unknown, I get a list of them. So in this example, there's only one. And what I can see immediately is there's not even a fully qualified domain name in the DNS reverse lookup database. So I'm going to click on this so I can do some investigation. So this moves me to the view around the workload behavior, and we can begin to understand its activity. So here we see the workload itself. We get some information about it over here. It was first seen on May the 6th, 2022, and last seen September the 25th, 2023. So it's been persistent in the environment for a while. And what I can also see is the dependencies and relationships that it has with these systems. So immediately what jumps out to me is that it's communicating out to the internet across HTTPS, and also it looks like it's communicating to a SQL server. And it's actually mounting a SQL client connection on port 1433, which it's done 32 times, connecting to this server here. Let's find out a little bit more information about it. So straight away I can see that this is a criticality 1 system, and it's part of the reference databases application. and I also understand who the app owner is. So this is all information and context that I've pulled from the CMDB or other systems of record. So within about 60 seconds, I've identified that this unknown system's communicating out to the internet and is also acting as a database client to a tier 1 application, and I know the owner. And that's not all. The other thing that we can do within the decision intelligence engine is we can set up policies. And those policies allow us to immediately and proactively identify when our risk tolerances are being violated. So in this case, there's a policy down here that recognizes that there's an unknown system that's communicating to a tier 1 application, and that will result in the creation of an alert that will be sent to your SIM or your SOAR. So, very, very quick demo that shows how easy it is using the visualization and the information that's available within the product to get to the bottom of unknown or unmanaged systems within your environment, which is a core requirement of step 1 within the operational resilience ICT risk management process. So that wraps up our short video where we demonstrated how it's possible to automate and simplify the first step in the ICT risk management process as defined by DORA. In this video, we used the vArmour relationship cloud to quickly identify unmanaged and unknown systems within the environment and to gain the information needed to take the action required to reduce the organization's risk. In the upcoming episodes of this video blog series, we will explore how to use the vArmour relationship cloud to map your critical business functions and to use that map to enable you to execute your business impact analysis and execute your risk analysis to ensure that your critical business functions remain within their impact tolerances and their risk tolerances. I hope you can join me then. Thanks for listening.